13, 23% with the 50% drop on the turf just over the last couple of years. Got to talk, I guess, Samantha, about this favorite. I used it on the ticket, but that's doctor's orders. And boy, he comes out of a good race, produced a couple of next out winners. And like I said, this barn is just going so great. You can see Corruption and Ponent both came back to win their next starts.
Yeah, and maybe you can give this guy some credit, too, because he was coming off of a long layoff. His stablemate Corruption was who won the race. I liked Corruption that day. Doctor's orders, to me, is a horse that can definitely improve. Unfortunately, he gets the 10 post again, but I think that we'll have a much better effort here today, especially second off a layoff.
Over $175,000 already in the early pick 5 pool, and it's going to be 180 before I stop talking. So I will stop talking and turn it over to Pete Aiello.
Stepping onto the track now for race number 1. It's a Sunday program on turf to start the day. 1 mile the trip. Luis Saez rides number 3, Salted Caramel. It's a field of 11. Win, play, show, exacta trifecta, superfecta, the double pick 3, and 50-cent early pick 5 opportunity. It's the early pick 5. It's the Sunday opener. 5 minutes away. The horses are approaching the starting gate. 1 minute to the Sunday opener. The horses are at the gate. It's now post time. Lotting up and moving in for race number 1, first of the afternoon. It's over the turf course at a 1-mile trip. Nobody knows who the favorite is here. Right now it's a 4-1 favorite in Doctor's Orders. Into line next is Westside Tide. Now Over Mars. John the Baptist in the middle. Draw on the outside, Go-Go Santee will complete the line. Go-Go Santee and David Baracco to the outside. Tracks are fast. Turf is firm. They're at the post. Racing at Gulfstream. From between horses, Over Mars was quick to begin and goes looking for the early advantage. Up on the outside, Jamaica Red is up to Badger. In between horses, it's John the Baptist. He's now third. The gray is Salted Caramel toward the rail. Doctor's Orders is in the maroon out a bit deep. Westside Tide is between horses. Widest of all, that's Go-Go Santee. Super Crunchy saves ground for Paco down toward the rail. 2 back to Hurricane Express together with Oscar Worthy. And the early trailer is Macho Mac. To the backstretch they go, chasing Miguel Vasquez and Over Mars on top by a length and a half. They're a bit keen through a 23-2 opening quarter. Long shot Jamaica Red forcing the issue under Leroy Nelson in second. Salted Caramel well positioned by Luis Saez third at the inside. John the Baptist is between horses. Out in the middle goes Doctor's Orders. Back from there it's Super Crunchy in front of Go-Go Santee. Then the team of Westside Tide and Oscar Worthy. At the back Hurricane Express and Macho Mac. They went the half in the testing, 46-4. They swing now to the far turn. Over Mars working harder to hold the lead. 3 wide, Doctor's Orders. In between horses, and right there is Jamaica Red. Looking for room behind the speed is the gray Salted Caramel. John the Baptist, Super Crunchy, they need room. So does Westside Tide. Hurricane Express wheels widest of all for Bravo, and they're on their way home. Who do you like here? They stack, they pack, and they swing in. It's Super Crunchy and Doctor's Orders. Salted Caramel ducks toward the rail. Loose now, Westside Tide. They come past the 8th pole. Super Crunchy is in front. Westside Tide launching at him with a big late kick, and Westside Tide is on to victory. Super Crunchy second, Salted Caramel third, closer fourth. John the Baptist or Doctor's Orders in 135 flat. 9, 1, 3, 10, 5, 9. West Side Tide was the winner. Second, number 1, Super Crunchy. Third, number 3, Salted Caramel. Fourth was number 10, Doctor's Orders. Fifth, number 5, John the Baptist. Race 1 winner, 9, West Side Tide, owned by Safi Joseph Jr., Ken Copenhaver, Iona Zumas, and Bassett Stable, trained by Safi Joseph Jr., Irad Ortiz Jr., the winning rider. 4-year-old Bay Colt by Omaha Beach, out of West Side Tapstress by Looking at Lucky. Bred by Chad and Todd Federick and Carl Potter. He returns $15.40 for the win bet, the exact to $90. Trifecta $121.60. Superfecta $1,324.50. $132.45 for a dime. 135 and 3 100 seconds, the final running time. Second race is up next. A jockey change on 3, My Little Kaibo, make it David Baracco. Scratch the 1, Handsome Fox. 8 will go with Win Play Show, Exacta, Trifecta, Superfecta, Daily Double, Pick 3, and Early Pick 4 possibility.
Any success that we've enjoyed is directly attributable to the men and women who first bring horses to us to sell. You got to have good product. If we're able to attract quality horses to our sale with quality men and women selling them, we're going to have good sales. Everything that we do is going to be to achieve success tomorrow by doing things right today. It's a commitment to get up and do the right thing every day in a consistent and a professional fashion, and that's a great recipe for success long term.
Race number 2 kicks off that early pick 4 here, as it will be contested at 1 mile on the fast main track. We do have one scratch of the number 1 Handsome Fox that gets into the early pick 4 pool. We'll take a quick look at the ticket here. Brian has got it for us, and we'll see where he's going. And the number 8 does look like the one to beat in this spot. That's who I went with on top. Race number 3, the 2, 4, and 6. The 6 is an interesting horse trying the dirt for the very first time. It's son of Accelerate. Race number 4, just too deep for him. The number 1, Forge Steel, and the number 4, I'm Otter here. I like that horse again today as well, but I did single in my Tropical Turf pick 3, the number 1. Race number 5, he's got some coverage. The 1, Bon Madi's going to be tough. The 3, She Takes Cash off the claim. Some tough horses in this spot here. He didn't use my top pick, which is the 6, Searchy, but it's a very wide open race in race number 5 to end the sequence. So we'll get into this one here and maybe give you some leverage with the number 8. You can be for or against him, but against this group here, he looks strictly like the one to beat. This is a perfect post position here today. This is a huge drop in class from the $50,000 level to now the $12,500 level. We get Tyler Gaffalione aboard. I think we'll have a nice sitting trip, and this horse just has more class. It just is, you're just going to try to get the win here. It doesn't matter too much the price, because everybody wants to make money and win some races. So regardless of where you enter them in, I think it's a good sign that they just put him where they think he deserves, and Bobby DeBona is very good at these types of moves here. Now the number 2, Ruiz Jr., kind of unfortunate that now he draws the rail with the 1 horse out of here, but what I like is you look back at some of his dirt races, specifically the 5.5 or the 7 furlong race back in November. I just think that maybe in these set of circumstances, he's got a chance to fill out some things underneath. At least he's got the fitness, we know, but unfortunately the rail is just not ideal. Now the number 7, Blazing Hot, could be a big player here. Finished 5th, going 7 furlongs at this level last time out, and was bet that day. Actually took a lot of money, and I thought it was interesting that he did. They were looking back at that November 24th race, and it was a race where he set the pace. Now, last time from the rail draw, he really kind of had to work for it earlier on, and now the fact that we get drawn to the outside, I think this is a very, very good sign here today, but still, he'll have to prove it. At least we know he's fit. He'll stretch out to the mile distance for the very first time, and that can kind of separate the field just a bit. Now, the number 5 at a massive price, Reneg. This is a horse that finished 6th at this level last time out, behind horses like Blazing Hot, and I think he might be a little sneaky. This is only his 2nd dirt start in his career. So maybe a very sneaky player. You get some weight off with the apprentice aboard, Mika Husbands. That's a great sign here, and I think that when you have the Bruno Chicken Silks and Jose Garofalo, these are two connections that really done quite well as of late. Although Jose Garofalo, this is a tough meet. Two wins from 34 starts, but still good enough for the level here. And I think that against this group, he definitely fits as we see those Bruno Chicken Dance Silks coming right down the horse path as we are just 5 minutes away from the start of that early pick 4. Best of luck.
Stepping onto the track for the second race, 5 minutes from post time. Scratch the 1, Handsome Fox. David Baracco on the 3, My Little Kaibo. Field of 8, Win Play Show. Exacta Trifecta, Superfecta. Daily Double Pick 3, and Early Pick 4 opportunity. The Early Pick 4, the second race next. Heavily backed. Gain. Post time in 4 minutes. The horses have arrived at the starting gate. It's now post time for the early pick 4 and race 2 at Gulfstream. Moving into line at a 1 mile starting point, Bobby DeBona has the big favorite Gain under jockey Tyler Gaffleone. Fresh off a trip to Hot Springs, he's back for race 2. Joe Jr. takes the outside gate. All set. They're off. Gain was away cleanly enough. Better speed from Song So Sweet, though. Up on the outside, blazing hot with some forward position, driving through with the rail Ruiz Jr. as they run out of the chute. It will be blazing hot and Jonathan Ocasio to set the tempo. Down at the inside, Ruiz Jr. and out in the middle is Gain. Away fourth, Song So Sweet with Reneg on his outside. A length and a half in front of My Little Kaibo. A gap of 6 to Cosmic Impact, and the trailer is Joe Jr. They complete the quarter in 24-1. They're chasing Ruiz Jr. and Renzo Rojas, who lead by a length and a half over Blazing Hot in second. The class-dropping favorite Gain is out in the middle. White Blinkers in third. Down at the inside, My Little Kaibo from between horses Song So Sweet. Reneg is on his outside. These top-flight runners are still well in advance of an improving Joe Jr., and Cosmic Impact is now last. They went to half in a testing 47-2. They swing to the far turn. Blazing Hot has the lead by, Ruiz Jr. by half a length. Blazing Hot is second. Under a ride is Gain. Gaffleone's calling on him. Now Gain has his ears up, but he hasn't really picked up the bit yet. From the inside, it's Song So Sweet. To the outside, Reneg. Dropping back is My Little Kaibo. Joe Jr. is next. As they reach the top of the stretch, Gain will have to do a lot better than that. Meanwhile, it's Gonzalez with an inside passage for Song So Sweet, trying to reach the embattled duo with an inside trip. Song So Sweet with a sweet ride inside to take the lead. An eighth of a mile from home. Song So Sweet striding clear. Ruiz Jr. trying to hold off Blazing Hot for second. Song So Sweet is wandering. He's way out in the center, but he's also wandering with a winning lead. Song So Sweet in front. Ruiz Jr. second. Blazing Hot third. Gain. He disappoints at 2-5. He ran fourth in 1:39.4. Four, 2, 7, 8, 5, 139.4. Song So Sweet. In the winner's circle now, the winner 4, Song So Sweet, owned by Four Horsemen Racing and ProStar 10 Stable, trained by Leon McCannis. The winning rider, Melvis Gonzalez, by Sweet on the Ladies, out of Uncaptured Harmony by Uncaptured. Bred by the Four Horsemen Racing Stable, Song So Sweet is a 5-1 winner. 4-2-7-8-5. Second race, Official. Third race is up next, 7 furlongs to journey with a field of 6. Win, Play, Show, Exacta, Trifecta, Superfecta, Daily Double, and Pick 3 wagering. Exacta 122.60, Trifecta 112.65, Superfecta 424.30, 42.43 for a dime. Early Double 9 and 4, 117 even. 139 and 4 for Song So Sweet.
with new DRF All Access past performances. With one best-in-class product, you now get all 3 past performance formats. Easily switch between views. Access the most trusted information in horse racing with DRF All Access past performances. Go to DRF.com and use coupon code ONEFREEPP for a free single card today.
The Best 2-Year-Old by legendary sire Quality Road.
In about $1.5 million.
Very, very impressive debut. Cantering home. Could not have been more impressive.
Coast to coast in the American Pharaoh. He's the real deal.
Undefeated and unchallenged at 2.
He's just too good. He wins the Breeders' Cup Juvenile.
Corniche.
Race number 3 is up. It is a $12,500 non-winners of 3 lifetime. These are for 4-year-olds and up, and 7 furlongs on the fast main track is the distance here, and a beaten favorite in the last race with Gain for Bobby DeBona, and now a very short price again on the number 6 horse here, and this is Hey Q, who is taking a very significant class and drop for the Marty Drexler barn. Now, as far as favorites go, I might trust this guy a bit more than I trusted Gain in that last race, just because Gain, for one, has been facing very, very competitive competition at Woodbine in some Tapeta sprints there. Now we'll move to the main track for the first time in his 5-year-old career, which I think is a really interesting move and a good move as well. He looks like he could handle the dirt just fine. He's dappled out. He looks fit. I can see why they run him on the turf, at least on the Tapeta at Woodbine. That's the only option you have. So now that he's got that option to run on the dirt here, I think that that's a good sign for the Marty Drexler barn. Had a nice second place finish with Alley Oop Johnny yesterday. So a barn that's been going well, and I like this post position quite a bit. Now the number 1, I'm a Peppa, has finished on the fringes in his last few starts. The Dan Hurtak barn, Donna Green, have been a bit slow for 28 this championship meet, but this horse picks up a check every single time that he runs, which is a great sign. The 7 furlongs, he's tried this before on November 24th and finished second, so We know he likes his distance, but we'll see how he'll shake out today. The rail draw is not ideal here, but we'll see what kind of trip he can pose today from that spot. Now, the number 16 Cigarettes, who I have in second. Second place finish by a narrow margin last time with the apprentice aboard, Melvis Gonzalez, or Mika Husbands, pardon me. Melvis rode him last time. Mika will ride him today, and Mika has won this horse, piloted him to victory 2 starts back, so I think it's good that he's reunited with him here today. This is the next logical step from that 8,000 non-winners of 3 to the 12 non-3. To me, an 8,000 non-3 or a 12,000 non-3, it makes no difference. I feel like it's just a bit more or less of the same. So I don't worry about that moving into this race here at all, and we know he's shown a lot of gameness. It wasn't just a one-off the way he won his race 2 starts back. It was a serious move, and he paired that back with another really game second place finish. So I think that definitely flatters him quite a bit. The 4 Lomachenko from the Pete Walder barn is coming off of a very nice victory with the apprentice, Melvis Gonzalez, aboard. That was at the non-winners of 2 level. Now we'll take another step up to the next class ranks, and that doesn't bother me. This is the next step you're supposed to go to here. He won very impressively. Do you believe in that race? That's kind of what you have to figure out with yourself, because it was he was not bet that day, but it was his first dirt start. So was it just getting to the dirt for the very first time that finally woke this son of Mendelssohn up? We'll see in just about 6 minutes before the race number 4, which is the start of that Tropical Turf Pick 3.
Stepping onto the track for the third race. The third race is a 7-furlong trip over the fast main track. Non-winners of 3, the category, the price tag, $12,500. Field of 6, win, play, show, exacta, trifecta, superfecta, daily double, and pick 3 wagering. 5 minutes to post time. Post time at 1:18. 5 minutes. Still time for your wagers. They're approaching the gate. The horses are at the gate. It's now post time. Moving in for a start, race number 3, 7 furlongs of the journey. The odds-on favorite is Hey Q, Toronto Invader under jockey Tyler Gaffleone for owner Randy Exelby. Second choice at 7-2, Lomachenko. He just won, taking a class step up today. So we await Jigsaw and Hey Q. Hey Q. Gaffleone to the outside gate. Hey Q, the son of Accelerate, and the third. They're at the post. And they're off. Good start for Jigsaw, who heads off for the early lead. Hey Q has a bit of speed, and these two race on. They've gone 2.5 better than Lace Up. Outside of him, Lomachenko inside at the rail. That's I'm a Peppa, and 16 Cigarettes has to work between horses, separated by 3.5 lengths in the run to the half-mile point. Hey Q on the outside, Jigsaw toward the rail. Jigsaw has the lead. Hey Q is there second. From between horses, I'm a Peppa is now third. Looking for clear racetrack is 16 Cigarettes. He's now 4 wide, 5 wide Lace Up, and out the back while very deep is Lomachenko. They move by the opening quarter in just 23-1. The leader is still Jigsaw, but Hey Q has had a perfect trip and he's up to challenge. A gap of 2.5 to 16 Cigarettes, who's outside of I'm a Peppa. Then back to Lomachenko. He's a hard ride for Gonzalez, and the back marker is Lace Up. They speed past a half in 46 seconds flat. Hey Q at 6-5. He has the lead a quarter of a mile from home. He's on top by a length and a quarter. 16 Cigarettes given the green light to try to bridge the gap. I'm a Peppa and Jigsaw are next. Then Lomachenko, and they're on their way home. Hey Q turns for home on top. Leads by 2.5. On the outside, that's 16 Cigarettes still second. From the inside, Jigsaw is now third with a 16th remaining. Hey Q driven out. Second, 16 Cigarettes. He's clearly second, but he's nowhere near Hey Q. Hey Q en route to a favored victory. He'll win by 2.5. 16 Cigarettes was second. I'm a Peppa ran third. Closer fourth, either Lomachenko or Jigsaw in 123-4. Number 6, Hey Q was the winner. Number 2, 16 Cigarettes was second. Number 1, I'm a Peppa finished third. Number 5, Jigsaw fourth. Number 4, Lomachenko fifth. 6-2, 154, 123 and 4. Bettors had it right. Hey Q, too good for these at 6-5. Ontario bred son of Accelerate out of Cumulo Nimble by Stormy Atlantic. Bred by Ron Clarkson, owned by Randy Exelby, trained by Marty Drexler. The winning jockey is Tyler Gaffleon. Fourth race is up next. The fourth race begins this Sunday. Tropical Turf Pick 3. 1 mile over the turf, the trip here with a field of 8. Win, play, show, exacta, trifecta, superfecta, daily double pick 3, and Tropical Turf Pick 3 wagering. Post time for the fourth race is 1:49. Race 3 is now official. (6-2, 154). Exacta 2140, trifecta good for 1920, superfecta 193.80, 1938 for a dime. Daily double 57.20, the pick 3 $160.70. 123 and 4 for Hey Q.
and we're off. Breaking early is history dating back to colonial times. The Cheers tell us guided tours, farm tours, specialty tours are fan favorites. Up the Rail, it's membership, adding a new element with benefits, free admission, exclusive events, and more. On the outside, educational opportunities from field trips to programming for all ages. Around the far turn, it's the Hall of Fame, highlighting racing's most accomplished participants. At the Wire, it's the National Museum of Racing and Hall of Fame. Visit racingmuseum.org.
Race 4 this afternoon is going to be 1 mile on turf. It's an allowance optional claimer, and a very nice race to start. The Tropical Turf Pick 3, and no scratches in here to let you know about. And Samantha, of course, put a ticket together. Let's see what it looks like.
Yeah, and I'm starting it off with 2 singles. I love this bet. I like it a lot here because I've got some strong opinions. The one here, we'll get to Forged Steel. Then we have Celtic Motif in race number 6, and then spreading in race number 9. I feel like if you want to throw more money at this, you want to spread more, since I have such a strong opinion in race 4, this race and race 6.
Right.
If you want to spread in race 9 even more, go for it. But a $3 minimum, a low 15% takeout. Love this wager.
Well, the board is a little skewed now. I think the one, as you mentioned,
Yes.
is going to come down, and that is Forged Steel, and that's where we'll see it. Sappy Joseph Jr. Now, this horse, you made a great point. The 2 races after, the 2 races after winning here on the turf.
Yeah, and the Kentucky Downs race, you just don't read much into that. I say if they win at Kentucky Downs or if they lose at Kentucky Downs, I don't really trust it or pay any mind to it, because his race here was very, very impressive on the grass, Ron.
Yeah, so he's there 6-1 right now. All the money right now on the number 6. Attacked one of 2 horses in a race for Marquez. I like the other one a little bit myself, and that's the Into Diamonds. This son, of Into Mischief. You see, comes off the bench, and it's a Tapeta race. It's a 75 optional claimer. Finishes 3rd. I think this horse, their intention, stretching it out, maybe put this horse in the pace. They jump and they grab Embassy El Jaramillo. So I'm sort of a speed play for me at 9-2.
Yeah, this horse does look like the one to catch as far as that goes here. And he's got a start under his belt, which is a good sign. And now we'll just see how he'll handle the stretch out.
Well, we'll talk about the 2, then the 6. The 2 versus this one's Kelly Breen's horse. And comes off the victory. Had to come from far back to get it against what we perceived was a bias that day.
Yes, yep, there was. And this horse ran really well to get up in time, too. David Egan put a really good ride on him, just as far as he was still kind of green. And these are young horses. So that was only a second start, but he did it professionally. And that's what professionally in the sense of he was able to get it done. And that for a young horse. Passing horses on this grass course can be tough.
Well, what about the number 6? That's 2-1 up there. And this Attack, this is the other Marcassi.
Attack is coming off of a couple months of a layoff here. He's always been in blinkers, and he's a gelding, which is good. The 2 turns we know he can handle just fine. He's a very, very deep closer. At least he was in Woodbine, and now we'll have to see what he can work out here on the turf course. I do like the switch to the grass, especially with the Galileo mare on the dam side.
Number 3, Roscoe Punch. Show you a quick stat on my buddy Bill Motto sitting up there at 17-1. They do not like this horse. Maybe this stat will help you put this horse on this Trier Super. Maiden winner last out on the turf. He's 17%, 41%, 2-4-44. Positive return of investment. We got tries. We got supers. I put this horse underneath. So good luck, everybody. First leg of the Tropical Turf, pick 3.
Stepping onto the track for race number 4, starting leg of your $3 Tropical Turf Pick 3. Allowance horses at a 1-mile trip. Win, play, show, exacta, trifecta, superfecta, daily double Pick 3, and Tropical Turf Pick 3 wagering. Post time in 5 minutes. The horses are approaching the starting gate. 1 minute. The horses are at the gate. It's now post time. Moving in for a start, race 4, Tropical Turf Pick 3 begins here. Race favorite is 2 versus Screen Door Stables have David Egan riding. Into line first is Forge Steel. Now Got a Guy. Attack. Versus Roscoe Pine. Ready for Peace to the outside gate. Ready for Peace. Ready now for the Tropical Turf Pick 3. Ready for Peace, backs away. Gates closed behind him this time. All set. They're off and running. From the inside draw, Forge Steel gets the first call and goes looking for the lead with I'm Otter here coming away in second. Up on the outside, Ready for Peace is now third. Versus gets a good tracking spot, fourth at the inside in the red colors. Back from between horses is Got a Guy out a bit deep on the course into Diamonds. Attack is second last, and Roscoe Pine is on the pine. Last of all, they chase Edgard Zayas and Forge Steel. Forge Steel around the turn on top 3 parts of length. Gaff Leone and I'm Otter here pressing the issue in second. Versus is a patient third with Ready for Peace on the outside fourth. Length and a half to Got a Guy who's now fifth in front of Into Diamonds. Then our Roscoe Pine, and Attack is last. 23-4 for the opening quarter. These top 2 doing each other no favors on the top end. Forge Steel leads narrowly. I'm Otter here is a bit keen while working out in the center in second through a 47-second half mile. At the rail, Versus is ready to go when Egan wants him to. He's now third at the inside. Followed fourth by Ready for Peace in tracking position for Luis Saez. These top 4 start to sprint away. 3 better than Into Diamonds, then Got a Guy. Attack needs to do that, and Roscoe Pine is shuffled again to last. They run to the top of the stretch. A quarter of a mile remains. On Forge Steel has the lead with a host of challengers. From between horses, Versus on the far outside, Ready for Peace. Dropping back as I'm Outta Here as they're at the top of the lane. Now they're an eighth of a mile from home, and Forge Steel tries to buckle down. Versus is the chief challenger from second, but Forge Steel is still there. Versus is going to launch at him at the 16th pole. Forge Steel driven out. Forge Steel wins in gate-to-wire fashion. Nice comeback run for him. He wins by a length over Versus in second. Ready for Peace third. Into Diamonds fourth. 133-3. Number 1, Ford Steel was the winner. Number 2, Versus was second. Number 8, Ready for Peace third. Number 7, Into Diamonds fourth. Number 6, Attack fifth. 12876. It's official. 133 and 3. Ford Steel by Vekoma out of Scorecard by Tail of the Cat. Bred by Richard Wilson in Kentucky. Owned by C2 Racing Stable. And the Mathis Stable, trained by Safi Joseph Jr. Training double for Safi. It's a winning routing for jockey Edgar Zayas. Ford Steel showed promise here locally as a 2-year-old. He goes one better as a 3-year-old. He wins here at a 5-2 price. Race 5 is up next. It starts the Sunday Rainbow 6. Race 5 over the Topeka track at a mile and its 16th. It's a field of 7. Win, play, show, exacta, trifecta, superfecta, daily double, pick 3, and Rainbow 6 opportunity. The exacta 1720, the trifecta 1920, the superfecta 160.20, 1602 for a dime. Daily double 23.40, the pick 3 $152.40. 133 and 3 for Ford Steel.